I welcome you to this video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to modify your wall in Revit Architecture. In the last video, we discussed about how to set your dimension in Revit. That was when we changed the color of the dimension and we reduced the length of the thick line. So if you have not yet watched that video, you can watch that video. I will leave the link in the description of this video. Without wasting your time, let's get started. So the first thing I will do is I'm going to select this wall like this. This is the one I want to modify, and mind you, it is only these ones that I've selected that will be modified. These ones that are not selected will not be modified. Okay, so it is only these two that will be modified. So the first thing I want to do is I want to increase the thickness of this line. If I turn on this one now, okay, let me turn it on. You see, it's not thick enough the way I want it. So I want to make it thicker. To do that, I will select it. Then I will go to manage. Then I will go to objects, go to object style, click on it. Then you will see different kinds of objects and category here. The one I want to modify now is wall. So I will go straight to wall. This is wall. So if you look at here on this column, you see projection. You can expand it to see what is there. This projection meaning if you are seeing wall on an elevation, if the wall is not cut, that is what you are going to see, the line thickness you are going to see. I usually use 0.2 instead of 0.1. Okay, so let's set it to 0.2. That is the thickness of the line. 0.1, sometimes it can be faint, especially if the printer you are using to print your job is not good enough. The line will almost disappear, and then when you are doing your photocopy, you see that some lines are missing. So to avoid that, use a fairly thick line like 0.2. If you have 0.2, there is no way your line will disappear when you are photocopying. You see that your drawing will be very sharp. Okay, so let's go to cut. Cut is when you cut a wall in section, like floor plan. Floor plan is assumed that you have cut the wall at a height of 1.2 mm. Okay, so if we are looking at wall in a plan, it's supposed to be thick. So for me, the line width I normally use is between 6 and 7. So let's make it 7. I can use 6, I can use 7. If you want to change the color, this is where you change the color. We make it brown and you click apply, click OK. Now you see the wall is thick now. Good. The next thing we want to work on is we can now see that the thickness is 200 mm instead of 225. So I want to make it 225. To do that, I will select the wall and click edit. I will duplicate it and give it a name 225 wall. Click OK. Then on this role, which is a structure, you see edit. Click edit. You will see thickness. This column, you see thickness. Change it to 2 to 5. Then when you see by category here, there is a small button here, but you not see it until you click on it. So just click this space, the button will come out. So click on that small button. That small button will take you to where you can modify the material for the wall. Okay, so it has taken us to the material browser. So we want to work on wall. I usually start from default wall. So let's type wall here, and it will bring default wall. This is default wall here. So you can duplicate this one. So you need to duplicate it so that you will not tamper the existing one. Now let's type 225 wall. The name you give it is just for you to know. It doesn't affect the material. Okay, so but next time if you are here, you know that you can remember that you edited a wall that is named 225 material. Okay, so let's select it. Okay, this is it here. Let's select it. Now that we select it, you will see this is the name. Under identity, you see this is the name. There are so many things that will not go into detail for now. But let's go to graphics. Graphics is the way it is going to show on your computer. This is not necessarily the way it's going to show when you render it. Okay, so the color you are seeing here is just the way it will show on your computer. So just for it to look fine when you are looking at it on your computer, it may not be this color that will be rendered. So let's leave it like this. Now if you go to appearance, this is rather the way it is going to render. Let's assume you render your job with Revit. This appearance is the way it will render. So this will give you the idea of how your wall will appear. So if you don't like it, you can change it. To change it, you click on, you see a small button here. You click on it and you see several material here. So just take your time to select the kind of wall material you want. You can expand this. If I click on this button now, you can expand it. So let's say you want to use stucco. You see stucco here, click it and it will bring all the material that are stucco. So just pick the one you like. Let's say I like this one. There are two ways I can go around it. I can right click and click on replace in editor, or you see a small button here. Let me go out first. As I hover my cursor on this material, you see a small button here. That small button is the same as replace in editor. So whichever way you want to, it's still the same. So as I click on that button now, you see that material slot has been replaced. Can you see that? So it now depends on you, either to right click and use replace in editor or click on that small button. Okay, now we have that material here. So assuming we render our job with Revit, this is the way the wall will appear. which make more sense than the way it was before. Okay, but there's one more thing I want you to know before we leave this place. If I go back to graphics, you see a small box here that says use render appearance. That means what will be displayed on my computer is the same color family that will be rendered. So this one will give you an idea of how the rendered work will be when you finally render your job. So here you can now see that the color of the rendering will be something like gray in color, and if you go to appearance, you see it is actually gray. So whatever color you see here is what we are going to render. But if you uncheck this, it means that the color you will be seeing in your computer will be different from the one that will be rendered at the end of the day. Okay, so let's uncheck it for now. Then you see transparency here. If you want the material to be transparent, then you drag it up. But if you don't want it to be transparent, you knock it down completely. Like if you are working on something that is glass, then you need to increase the transparency. Or if you want any material to be transparent, then you increase the transparency. Let's go down to this. This one is the pattern. Let's say you want your wall to have patterns, so to have certain pattern, then you can choose any of these. Okay, that is the body of the wall. You want it to have pattern. Okay, but if you want the cut, when you cut the wall in section like on plan, you want it to have pattern. That's the one I prefer to use. So as it is now, you see there is no pattern. So let's select this place. I will use this brickwork, and I'll click OK. Then the color. What color do you want to use? Any color you choose here is what will display. So let's use that magenta. So that is for the cut. So let's click apply and click OK. Click OK. Click OK again, and you see that that hash is not showing here. Okay, let's try it this way. If this visual style or this detail level, okay, this detail level, let's click on it and let's click fine. You can now see that pattern is showing in our wall, and we have now made our wall thickness to be 225. But let's see the one we didn't select. This particular one that we did not select that time, you see that one is different from this one. So if you select this one now, if you check the name, it is the name that we gave it. But this other one is a different wall. Okay, so you now know that when you are editing your wall, it depends on the one you select that will be modified. The one you do not select will not be modified. Can you see the difference now? So far you have been able to learn how to make this wall line to be thick, then how to make this pattern to appear in your wall. I believe you learned something new today. If you do, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Share it on your social media so that all your friends can also learn and benefit from it, and so that all your friends can also learn and benefit from it, and they will thank you later. See you in the next video. Bye.